Thank you for being this morning.
Can we get them? Awesome.
President McMahon and members of the Board of Trustees, the candidates have now assembled for the 2021 commencement exercises of Kettering University.
Thank you, Professor Zadeh. Faculty, staff, students, alumni, honored guests, family and friends, welcome and good afternoon. And what a beautiful afternoon it now is. The 113th commencement exercises of Kettering University will now begin. Please remain standing and remove your tams and your caps for the singing of the national anthem today, performed by Ruth Willett, a member of the class of 2021.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Thank you, Ruth. It's wonderful. Guests, please be seated. And graduates, you may be seated as well. I now want to take this moment to introduce members of our faculty who have played a key role in the academic lives of the degree candidates who sit before me. Together with the members of our staff, they contribute in many ways to the intellectual and personal growth of our students, and they have facilitated the achievements we are recognizing today. They wear many hats: professor, advisor, mentor, while contributing to the academic, professional, and personal growth of our students. At this time, I would like to recognize the representatives of the faculty who are in attendance, as well as any members of the staff who are present. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. I will now introduce members of the platform party. I ask each to please stand as their names are called, and please remain standing to be recognized. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Representing the Kettering University Board of Trustees, Elizabeth Ardisana, Chair, Jesse Lopez, Secretary, Henio Arcangeli, Carla Balo, Phil Dutcher, I get everyone? Scott Reeve, Dean of the Graduate School and Research. Dr. Hasib Ahmed, Dean of the School of Management. Dr. Catherine Savinovich, Associate Provost for Assessment and Academic Support and Dean of the Colleges of Science and Liberal Arts. Dr. Mehrdad Zadeh, Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering in the College of Engineering and Faculty Senate Moderator. Dr. Babak Elahi, Liberal Studies Department Head. Dr. Michael Farmer, Computer Science Department Head. Dr. Leszek Gorowski, Mathematics Department Head. Dr. Scott Grassman, Industrial and Manufacturing Engineering Department Head. Dr. Daniel Ludwigson, Head of the Physics Department. Dr. Bassam Ramadan, Mechanical Engineering Department Head. Dr. Stacy Seeley, Chemistry and Biochemistry Department Head. And Dr. Mark Thompson, Electrical and Computer Engineering Department Head. Representing our leadership, Dr. James Zhang, Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Tom Ayers, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Sue Davies, Vice President for University Advancement and External Relations. Dr. L.B. McCune, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Don Rockwell, Kettering University General Counsel. Viola Sprague, Vice President for Instructional, Administrative, and Information Technology. And Dr. Christine Wallace, Vice President for the Kettering Global Campus. It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Elizabeth Ardisana, Chair of the Kettering University Board of Trustees, who brings greetings from the Board of Trustees and who will officially proclaim open these commencement exercises.
Thank you, Dr. McMahon, and good afternoon, and a beautiful afternoon it is to everybody. It's an honor to be addressing you this afternoon and to have the opportunity to extend congratulations and the very best wishes after an unusual and interesting year from all of the other Board of Trustees members. Best wishes to you, congratulations to you, graduates, and to your families. We are here to honor the commitment of those graduates and the many people in their lives who have supported them throughout their education at one of the finest educational institutions in the country. Graduates, we hope that in your experiences at Kettering will lead you to a lifelong network, not only of the meaningful friendships you've formed with classmates during your time at Kettering, but also with the faculty members, staff members, and alumni who you have come to know. By joining the alumni ranks of this institution today, you become part of an immense professional and social network that will definitely benefit you throughout your lives. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to pledge all of our support to the graduates, to the students, faculty, and staff and administration to ensure that we continue to provide the best possible education here at Kettering University. I would also like to express my personal congratulations to all of the graduates and all of their families on what is clearly a memorable day. Thank you.
Our valedictory to the university will be presented by Andrew Gomez. Today he is receiving his degree in mechanical engineering. Andrew, please come forward.
Thank you, Dr. McMahon, and good afternoon, everyone. I first visited Kettering during the spring of 2016. My mom and I took a very brief walk around campus, met with faculty and student leaders, and learned about the place I would be calling home for the next 4.5 years. I knew Kettering was the right choice for furthering my education, so much so that I signed my loan paperwork and committed to this school on that very day. That was a defining moment in my life. Although we all earned our education together, our college experiences were vastly different. Those of us wearing our Greek colors and letters chose fraternity and sorority life, and we will be graduating with a lifelong family. Those of us proudly displaying honors cords chose academia, focused on our studies, and have been rightfully recognized. And those of us in A section have a little more school spirit than our B section counterparts. Sorry. I promise you, after today, the playing field is leveled. Luckily, what defines us as individuals does not prohibit us from sharing experiences as a cohort. It would be unfair to omit the struggles our class has faced at such an important time in our lives. Through the adversity of the Flint water crisis, the Black Lives Matter movement, the COVID-19 pandemic, and many more crises, our students have stood strong and tall. In fact, the leaders of our class have not only endured these challenges, but have inspired action across our entire campus. Through organized protests, community outreach, and tireless work, we have made a difference. All of us made sacrifices along this journey. All of us experienced these crises and came out ahead. All of us made it here. Today, we stand more together than we have ever been before. We are faced with larger challenges than most generations preceding us. The weight and expectations of the world have just been placed on our shoulders, and we are ready. Our rigorous studies on campus and interpersonal skills developed at co-op built us into world-class problem solvers ready to deliver solutions. We are a hard-working and dedicated graduating class. We will be the change this world needs. Our time as students of this university has come to an end, so I'd like to finish with some advice. First, celebrate and rejoice as you walk across this stage to receive your diploma. You can even do a little dance if you would like, though I will be focusing on not tripping in front of such a large crowd. Second, none of us did this completely by ourselves. Be sure to thank the friends, family, and faculty who helped you accomplish this tremendous achievement. To my mom, dad, family, and friends, I cannot thank you enough for your perpetual support. And to my girlfriend, Catherine, who I met in Thompson Hall freshman year, thank you for believing in me through this roller coaster. I will always have your back as you have mine. Third, every day you will have opportunities to shape the world into a better place. I urge you to use them and to inspire others to do the same. Together, we will make a difference. And finally, make an effort to reflect on the defining moments in your life. In the future, I hope you can all join me in remembering this commencement as a moment that defined you. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Andrew. 2020 was the first year of Kettering's next century. We broke ground on the Learning Commons in February of that year. This year, you see it coming into full flower on the beach. We are building it full of hope and inspiration for what will be the epicenter of our campus. A collaborative and unique facility that exemplifies what it means to be Kettering built. And then a coronavirus forced us all to pivot. Innovation and collaboration in higher ed took on new and different meaning as we faced a global pandemic. We all transitioned quickly to remote work and hybrid learning. We established safety protocols and guidelines for campus. We stayed connected face-to-face and virtually, and we now see the bright light at the end of this long, challenging year. Throughout 2020 and into 2021, there have been many that turn the challenges into opportunities. Opportunities to work, innovate, and give back to those in need during this time. From the frontline workers in hospitals and healthcare to restaurant workers and business owners who shifted to accommodate the stay-at-home customer, and the scientists and engineers who spent endless hours researching ways to keep us safe. Whether it be sewing masks or designing PPE or working at a local food bank or testing facility, members of the Kettering community, students, faculty, staff, alumni stepped up time and time again. Today, we will hear from one of our Kettering family that embodies that innovative spirit, tenacity, and compassion. Someone who is not only a proud alumnus, but an advocate for the institution as a member of the Board of Trustees. He is also a proud and powerful voice and talented leader. At once was his co-op while he was a Kettering student, and now his employer, General Motors. In fact, another one of our graduates, Mary Barra, who's CEO of General Motors, said this about him: his leadership and steadfast integrity have made General Motors far better company. As Executive Vice President of Global Manufacturing for GM, he has many roles and responsibilities, including ensuring for quality and safety performance for 103,000 employees, representing more than 129 manufacturing facilities on 5 continents and 16 countries. And in response to COVID-19, he stepped up. When production at GM was temporarily suspended at the beginning of the pandemic, he and his team worked across the company to quickly and effectively shift manufacturing and engineering resources to ventilators and mask production for frontline health workers. He is personally credited with spearheading the company's robust safety protocols and return to work strategies that made it possible to safely reopen GM plants and other operations. He has also been recognized for his role as an inaugural member of GM's Inclusion Advisory Board to improve diversity and inclusion throughout the company. Gerald was scheduled to be here today, to deliver his commencement address directly, and he had done this by wedging our commencement into his personal celebration. This is his 30th anniversary today. And he and his lovely wife are actually renewing their vows tonight in Detroit. And he was scheduled to be here, but the rain intervened. But while it was raining, Gerald went to the Cowger boardroom in the campus center and recorded personally his commencement speech for you. And so while he is unable to be here in person, he deeply wanted to speak to you today. I'm honored to introduce our commencement speaker from the class of 1985, Mr. Gerald Johnson.
Thank you, Dr. McMahon, for that wonderful introduction. Hello and good afternoon. I'm honored to participate in your commencement ceremony. So first of all, to President McMahon, to Chair Adesanya, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, and distinguished guests, I thank you for the trust and the risk you were willing to take to have me address the class of 2021. Now, most importantly, I want to start by saying congratulations to our most distinguished guests, the graduating class of 2021. Again, I am thrilled to join with family and friends to acknowledge and celebrate your achievement. As President McMahon stated, I once sat where you sit. And while it has been a long time and perhaps longer than I care to admit, I know Kettering. It is a prestigious and also rigorous institution of higher learning. That means you earned this moment. I talked earlier to the class of 2020 and said they will be marked and remembered by words like tenacity and adaptability and resilience. If I were going to consider the words that 2021 class will be remembered by, it is these words: I'm glad I wasn't class of 2020. Nonetheless, I know you've earned this moment. I recall the great pride I felt upon my own graduation, just as I'm sure you rightly feel that today. I have been to more than my fair share of commencement services, and I've sat where you sit twice. I've attended 2 more sitting on the dais. On a brief personal note, my wife and I have 7 children, and to date, I've attended as a parent 4 graduations, and as a godparent, 2 more graduations. Let's just say I may know a thing or two about commencement services because I've seen a thing or two. And I suppose all of you have seen the Hotels.com commercials featuring Captain Obvious. So let me start out by saying what is obvious and get it out of the way. First, you would expect the world is changing. Obviously, the rate of change is accelerating. Obviously, we are in the midst of one of the greatest technological revolutions in the history of mankind. Obviously, nothing will be given to you because through perseverance and hard work, you will make your mark. And oh yes, obviously, you are the most brilliant graduating class in the history of Kettering. Well, maybe excluding the stalwarts of 1985. All of these statements are true today. They were true when I graduated. They will be true when you stand before a commencement class giving your keynote. They were true 100 years ago, and they'll probably be true 100 years from now. Change, progress, innovation, and discovery are what we do as mankind. So the revelation is not that there is change taking place all around us. I think the real epiphany is the realization that you and I are the change and are the drivers of it. Bear with me for a second. If you Google the 7 greatest technological wonders of the world, this is the list you will see. The Hubble Space Telescope, the International Space Station, the artificial pacemaker, the Mars rover, magnetic resonance imaging, the global positioning system, and the Voyager spacecraft. Now, I don't disagree with the significance of these inventions and breakthroughs. They are marvels in their own right. But I contend the greatest technological wonder in the history of mankind is mankind itself. 5 of these 7 technologies are designed to help us understand, navigate, and appreciate far-flung places and planets. The other 2 allow us to keep our heart beating and to capture images from deep inside of the human body. Magnificent discoveries. life-saving technologies. President McMahon told you I graduated from the Industrial Administration program, which means I may have had a few more humanities classes than some of you. So my challenge then to the class of 2021 is to remember to navigate and appreciate where you are, the people you are with, the communities you are part of, and the planet you have stewardship over. And yet, here again, I want to challenge you to see the wonder and value in the people around you, whose hearts will inevitably stop beating in spite of our artificial pacemakers. And let's not believe that powerful magnets which excite the protons in our bodies to enable us to see an image of what is inside can replace or be more valuable than conversations with and even silences we share with another person. The changes in technology will affect our lives, but they should not become our lives or replace human connection. The greatest challenge and the greatest opportunity then of your generation is not artificial intelligence. It is real and even emotional intelligence. It is not the infinite potential of gene editing. Let me pause. Parents, you know how you and I were surprised and maybe even shocked by some of the tattoos that came home? Well, this class is going to have to deal with their kids coming home with genes edited and whatever that means. It's important that we all come to the realization that it is the unique, valuable, and deserving that each of us have just because we are. So, what is really challenging us? Well, according to the World Economic Forum Global Survey of adults aged 18 to 35, the top 7 challenges to our society are climate change, destruction of nature, large-scale conflict or war, inequality, poverty, government transparency and accountability, religious conflict, and food and water security. I won't walk through these individually, but they can be grouped into 2 categories. The greatest thing challenging us is how we value and appreciate our planet and how we value and appreciate each other. As you head out to greet these challenges, you will grow, of course, gaining knowledge and experience, both professionally and personally. But here's a bit of advice. For every technological advancement that you're the leader of or party to, consider the anthropological contributions you can also make. If I could be Captain Obvious again for one moment, before you and I became degree technologists, innovators, engineers, future leaders of industry, we are people. The family and friends in the audience crying and cheering for your accomplishments are not doing it for a person, or they're doing it for a person they care about who also just happens to have a degree and to become a computer scientist, a biochemist, or an operations expert. After more than a year of unprecedented upheaval from COVID-19, continuing inequities in our society, and ever-present climate threats, we are at a crossroad. Call it an inflection point, a moment in time in history where change matters, especially not just technological change, but also anthropological change. I say this too on Juneteenth, a day in which Black Americans celebrate emancipation and freedom, and one that I'm thrilled to say is now a national holiday, thanks to Congress pushing through the National Independence Day Act and President Biden signing it into law only a couple of days ago. I don't know if there ever has been or ever will be a class that has their commencement day celebrated and declared a national holiday. By coincidence or providence, your commencement will be remembered and celebrated as a day of liberty and equality. Liberty for all of us to express our brilliance, and equally important, to enable others to express theirs. It's an important recognition of the significance of June 19th, 1865, and underscores its increased prominence for everyone who realizes the stakes in the ongoing struggle for equality and inclusion. There are many facets, not the least of which is overcoming educational inequities that disproportionately affect many low-income and minority communities, which can put kids at a disadvantage as early as the 3rd grade. Now I want you to pause for a member. Do you remember being 9 years old? Your career choices were doctor or dinosaur. My point is we weren't really thinking about it at all, nor should we have. We were completely at the mercy of the adults in our lives, parents, aunts, teachers, coaches, and older siblings, or anyone close enough to care. That could be any one of us here today if we get close enough to care. Led by our CEO of General Motors, Mary Barr, a Kettering alum, 1985, and the first female CEO of an automotive company, GM is doing its part with support of educational initiatives targeting STEM curriculums for children as early as the 2nd grade. And right here at Kettering, the longstanding and successful AIM program helps students of color make a more successful transition from high school to college. For almost 40 years now, AIM has helped increase the number of underrepresented students in the pursuit of engineering and management degrees by identifying academic strengths and weaknesses prior to entering college and helping them build the self-discipline necessary to succeed. I'm very proud to have contributed my time to AIM over the years, and I hope some of you will in the future as well, or other opportunities to give back to your community. This is only one. Additionally, Kettering's Lights pre-college programs help female students pursue STEM in college as well, providing scholarships. And in addition to that, we have 8 additional student organizations and 20 other diversity endowments that are available to either students of color or female students. It's all part of a network of support right here at Kettering that is making a difference in driving change, anthropological change. You will make a difference, but it won't be enough to simply be a great engineer. Your measure will also rely on your citizenship. They'll be linked. They have to be linked. Graduating class of 2021, you are smarter than all the classes before you. You will continue the ever-increasing pace of technology and redefine convenience and possibilities through technology. There are patents, innovations, technological breakthroughs sitting in the minds of each of you. Of this, I am certain. Kettering has hardened you, tested you, and prepared you. You will step onto that stage like the many great classes and students that have gone before you. In all that change and marvel, let's hold on to some things that will and should never change. Family and friends are your greatest gift. Truth, compassion, and patience are still virtues. And you are a technological wonder, as is every human being you are fortunate enough to encounter. Class of 2021, I congratulate you because you are a technological and anthropological wonder. Thank you and Godspeed on your journey to being a human being. Thank you again.
I know you join me in thanking Gerald and wishing he and his lovely family another wonderful 30 years today. Dr. Zhang will now begin the presentation of graduate degrees to our master's degree candidates. Dr. Zhang?
There we go. At this time, I invite the Dean of the Graduate School and Research, Dr. Scott Reeve, to present the candidates for graduate degrees from the Graduate School.
Will all candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Lean Manufacturing, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science, Master of Science in Engineering Management, Master of Science in Operations Management, Master of Science in Supply Chain Management, and Master of Science in Engineering, please stand and remain standing. President McMahon, the individuals now presented to you are candidates for Master of Science or Masters of Business Administration degrees. At the request of the faculty and on their behalf, I am proud to present these candidates for the conferring of those degrees.
Thank you, Dean Reeve. I now ask all faculty to stand and remain standing in support of these graduates and as confirmation of their meeting the rigorous standards set forth by this university. I now also ask all Kettering University alumni present today in the faculty, on the platform, or in the audience to stand and remain standing as witness to the conferral of these degrees and the acceptance of these students into the ranks of loyal alumni. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Kettering University, I confer upon you the degree for which you have satisfied requirements and declare you entitled to all the rights, honors, and special privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Please join me in applauding these graduates. With the exception of our degree recipients, you may be seated. Degree recipients, please remain standing.
Will the marshals please direct the master's degree candidates to come forward where they will be hooded and receive their diplomas from President McMahon. And congratulations from Dr. Scott Reed, Dean of the Graduate School and Research. After exiting the stage, graduates should return to the seats and be seated.
From the Graduate School and Sponsored Research, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Lean Manufacturing, David Joseph Leckleitner. Brandon James Pennock. Justina Baginska Rohrig. Kane Anthony Rohrig. Samantha Jinsun Chon Briggs. Wing Chan. Rahel Medani. Sarah Bansuch Costa. Lisa Ann Rozohatsky. Tejan Michael Robinson. From the School of Management, candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Kelsey Susan Kneebone. Christian Ronald McAllister. Erin Nicole Bieber. Lucia Teresa Del Villano. Jacob James Sprague. Kelsey Richmond. Emily Denisa Sparnell. Norma Angelica Gonzalez. Nicole L. Hall. Donald Kevin Benko. Nicholas Michael Martinez. Cynthia Applegate Donner. Jacob Wilbur Pettigene. Alicia Joelle Flood. Emily Ann Kerbersky. David Charles Lucas. The following candidates are participating in today's ceremony via live stream and are receiving a Master of Science in Lean Manufacturing. Richard Eugene Markland, Linda Lenore Miles, Abigail Elizabeth Morris, Mark William Paskvan. From the School of Management, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Engineering Management. Matthew Gregory Charles Legg. Miley Elizabeth Wise. Kristen Ann Kirchhoff. Andrew Harold Joseph. From the School of Management, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Operations Management. Eric E. Piper. Sherry Ann Luck. Jessica Shaw Grant. Ashlyn Sue Weller. Stephanie Rain Hedstrom. Kendra Renee Brown. Abraham Robbie El Qadri. The following candidates are participating in today's ceremony via live stream and are receiving a Master of Science in Engineering Management. Cassandra Ranell Ames, Erica Palayan, Ayapan Ganesan. From the School of Management, candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Supply Chain Management. Letitia Christina Anderson. William Chad Butler. Orlando Jose Velez Valentin. From the School of Engineering, candidates for the Masters of Science in Engineering. Pedro Enrique Coelho Diaz. Alec Wesley Spurlock. Stephen Jean Rainey. Jason Alexander Best. Ranav Ashish Chitkara. Amit Ramesh Karjal. Rishab Gupta. Bruno Vieira Silva. Akul Gormade. Her Zhu. The following candidates are participating in today's ceremony via live stream and are receiving a Master of Science in Engineering: Thomas John Carter and Aminesh Gajar.
President McMahon, all candidates for graduate degrees have now been presented.
Congratulations to all of our master's degree graduates. You may be seated. Thank you. Congratulations. We will now proceed with our presentation of our undergraduate degrees. First, it is my distinct pleasure to recognize those undergraduates who have achieved special and institutional honors. I will begin with traditional academic honors. Kettering indicates grade point averages, or GPAs, on a 4.0 scale. I will now introduce three groups of bachelor degree candidates who have achieved special academic honor status. First, those candidates for degrees who have a cumulative GPA between 3.5 and 3.69 will be graduating cum laude. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. Next, degree candidates who have a cumulative GPA between 3.7 and 3.89 will be graduating magna cum laude. Will you please stand and be recognized? And finally, degree candidates who have a cumulative GPA of 3.9 at Kettering, 3.9, and higher will be graduating summa cum laude. Will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Earlier today, in a separate ceremony, we recognized students who graduate today summa cum laude. We also recognize students who have received one or more special institutional honors. The names of the recipients of these honors are listed on the institutional honors page of your commencement program. Will those who have been designated President's Medalists please rise? President's Medalists have exhibited extraordinary professionalism and job performance with a corporate sponsor. They've demonstrated outstanding scholarship and have also made notable contributions to Kettering, Greater Flint, and to their home communities. Congratulations. And please be seated. For those who have been designated Sobey Scholars, please stand and be recognized. This honor carries the name of Major Albert Sobey, the founder and first president of Kettering University. Sobey Scholars exemplify an outstanding combination of scholarship and leadership. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the recipient of the Outstanding Thesis Award please rise? This award recognizes exceptional performance in Kettering Senior Thesis Project. Candidates for this award must have received a grade of pass with distinction on their thesis and be nominated by their faculty advisors. A committee of faculty reviews the nominations, evaluates the theses, and selects the winner. Congratulations. Now, would all recipients of institutional honors please rise? Congratulations. Outstanding. You may be seated. Dr. Zhang will now begin the presentation of bachelor's degrees.
At this time, I invite the Dean of the College of Engineering, Dr. Craig Hoff, to present the candidates for degrees from the College of Engineering.
Well, all the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, please stand and remain standing. President McMahon, the individuals now presented to you are candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Engineering, and at the request of the faculty and on their behalf, I am proud to present these candidates for the conferring of those degrees.
All candidates from the College of Engineering, please remain standing. At this time, I invite the Dean of the College of Sciences and Liberal Arts, Dr. Catherine Svenowich, to present the candidates for degrees from the College of Sciences and Liberal Arts.
From the College of Sciences and Liberal Arts, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Applied Biology, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Applied Physics, Bachelor of Science in Engineering Physics, and Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics. Please stand and remain standing. President McMahon, the individuals now presented to you are the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree from the College of Sciences and Liberal Arts. At the request of the faculty and on behalf of them, I am proud to present these candidates for the conferring of their degrees.
All candidates from the College of Engineering and the College of Sciences and Liberal Arts, please remain standing. At this time, I invite the Dean of the School of Management, Dr. Hasib Ahmed, to present the candidates for degrees from the School of Management.
From the School of Management, will all candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please stand and remain standing. President McMahon, the individuals now presented to you are candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees from the School of Management. At the request of the faculty and on their behalf, I am proud to present these candidates for the conferring of those degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zhang and deans. I now ask all faculty to stand and remain standing in support of these graduates and in confirmation of their meeting the rigorous standards set forth by this university. I now ask all Kettering University alumni present today in the faculty, on the platform, or in the audience to stand and remain standing as witness to the conferral of these degrees and the acceptance of these students into the ranks of loyal alumni. Members of the class of 2021, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of Kettering University, I do confer upon you the degree for which you have satisfied requirements and declare you entitled to all of the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
With the exception of the mechanical engineering degree candidates, you may be seated. At the request of their dean and under the direction of faculty marshals, the respective groups of graduates will now approach the platform where the president will congratulate each graduate and present them with the diplomas. The graduates will then cross the stage and receive congratulations from the dean and the department head. Graduates should then exit the stage, return to the seats, and be seated. Please note that those students graduating summa cum laude wear medals. Students graduating magna cum laude or cum laude wear the gold cord. Some graduates are also wearing special symbols denoting their membership in academic honor societies. Dr. Denise Stodola, Associate Professor of Communications in the Department of Liberal Studies, will be reading the graduates' names. The marshals will help direct the candidates.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Mechanical Engineering and the College of Engineering please step forward as their names are called? They are led by Dr. Bassem Ramadan, head of the department.
Colin Gathan Jones, cum laude. Peter Stinson, cum laude. Alec James Patrick Phelps, magna cum laude. Josiah Dumitrescu. Curtis Joseph Von Linzo, cum laude. Jacob Berger. Noah Judah Morel Baldwin, magna cum laude. Andrew Harrison Gomez, summa cum laude. Sarah Zanelli. David Allen Shutt, cum laude. Hunter Eric Souls. Aaron J. Barnes, cum laude. Eric L. Gosen. Nathan Michael Bro. Gabriela Esperanza Liska. Lauren Francis Deppy. Joshua Martin Sestarich, cum laude. Eric Philip Strable II. Joseph Daniel Colley. Blake Randall Rowe, cum laude. Jocelyn Marie Mike Soul, cum laude. Christian Dylan Anthony Ibarra, cum laude. Jose de Jesus Gomez Macias. Aaron Rohan Leonard. Tyler William Stroop, magna cum laude. Logan Walschlager. Zachary James Swisher, cum laude. Jason Michael Pogue, cum laude. Kyle Joseph Behrens. Rachel Marie Zaprava, magna cum laude. Devin Bradley King. Anderson James Munzer. Sebastian Orcasita, summa cum laude. Ariel Larice Gray. Nathan Alexander Boyd. Wyatt Castle. Corey James Alec. Garrett J. Mizzy. Kyle Thomas Swolfer, magna cum laude. Miranda Kelsey Reinhardt, summa cum laude. Jordan Avery Davich. Rachel Marie Goodhart. Alexandra Jolynn Broom, cum laude. Sean Michael Wendling, cum laude. Adam Christian McNeil. Joel Firstman. Alain Pierre Jacques. Edward George Houlihan, magna cum laude. Samuel Michael Strickhauser. Taylor John Plecker, honors program, summa cum laude. Elise Catherine Scarchilli. Catherine Bell Chain, cum laude. Jillian Nicole Ulinsky, cum laude. Elizabeth Ashley Monville. Casey Marie Pegram. Spencer Louise Ingemels, magna cum laude. Sarah Nicole Meek, summa cum laude. Emma Diane Rudzinski, honors program, summa cum laude. William Scott Caradonna, summa cum laude. Luke Frederick DeBoer, summa cum laude. Zachary Gage Venziano, summa cum laude. Thomas Gabriel Apple, cum laude. Cooper W. Husak. Vittorio Emanuele Cracchiolo. Michael Lawrence Geese, magna cum laude. Chase Christian Deschanel, magna cum laude. Shreyas S. Kashyap. Hunter Nicholas Webb, summa cum laude. Mitchell Garrick McSweeney. Jacob Dylan Larner, cum laude. Otis James Allen, summa cum laude. Mitchell Joseph Winowicki. Sean Christopher Rabinald. Abdul Kyle, cum laude. Brendan Scott Bozick, cum laude. Alec Bernard Went, cum laude. Matthew Paul Schneider. Levi Eugene Bisher, summa cum laude. David Allen Maxim. Andrea Nicole Bade, summa cum laude. James Lee Campbell. Aaron Joseph Pitzer. Tucker Ryan Levere. Austin Gregory Gold, magna cum laude. James Martin Weber. Tyler L. Mallmeister. Colin Yun Aronowitz. Ryan Renee Randolph. Alexander Jorge Lozano Willie. Devin Edward Wojcik, magna cum laude. Ryan Michael Wensley, magna cum laude. Hanul Kwan. Bernard Urban Helmet Tag. Nicholas Jennings Wilfong, magna cum laude. Nathaniel Dale Johansson. Liam Andrew Petretta. Andrew Reynolds Mannion, summa cum laude. Brandon Allen Brinks, cum laude. Sanket Ravish Kumar Bagakote, cum laude. Chandler Scott Cogan. Madison Susan Emmerich. John Lawrence Moylan II, summa cum laude, and honors program. Nicholas Mitchell Green. Ricardo Becerra Murcio. Matthew Ryan Boyle. Caleb James Webb. Jacob John Bellinger, summa cum laude. Dylan Troy Thompson. Amelia Nwakarendu. Alexandra Rose Muckenhern, cum laude. Sarah Ealing He, summa cum laude. Michaela Rose Carpenter, magna cum laude. Olivia Rose Bassoni, honors program, summa cum laude. Nathan Allen Prell. Jacob David Carr, cum laude. Samuel J. Harris, magna cum laude. Nathan Ricardo Moore. Benjamin R. Hallcrow, cum laude. Jennifer Jaylene Pena. Alona Marie Latch. Ethan Joseph Bellino. Jason James Green, summa cum laude. Isaac Graydon Stuckey, also receiving a BS degree in electrical engineering. Audrey Faith Bowden, magna cum laude. Juan Javier Espino, summa cum laude. Alexander Joseph Eby, summa cum laude. Hannah Rose Caparas. Austin Uchkashi. Kushal Ghanshyam Patel. Maroon Alatrash. Marin Brechkovec. Michael George Shana. Carter Thomas Linton. Ben August Rich. Mitchell Stephen Belka, cum laude. Lily Ann Beinecke. Emily Elizabeth Porter. Bryce James Shaughnessy, magna cum laude. Michael Thomas Brown. Riley Weston Case, magna cum laude. Christopher Jerome Nelson. Alec R. Johnson. Nicholas Roberto Rizza, cum laude. Joseph Diego Gehrig. Devin Luke Mullen. Todd Jacob Collins. Brandon Newton Timothy Girl, summa cum laude. The following degree candidates are participating in today's ceremony via live stream and are receiving Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Michael Dwayne Bemis Jr., magna cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Joachim, magna cum laude. And Matthew LaCroix Moraz.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Industrial Engineering and the College of Engineering please step forward as their names are called? They are led by Dr. Scott Grassman, head of the department.
Miranda E. Martin. Morgan Doreen Drake. Anna Carolyn Hagler. Austin John Waldrop. William Robertson Page, honors program and magna cum laude. Leah Susan Stock, cum laude. Emily Michelle Branthoover, summa cum laude. Alicia M. Brown, magna cum laude. Navardo Henry, magna cum laude. Jordan Omar Howell, magna cum laude. Timo Lucas Budiono, magna cum laude. Also receiving a BS degree in computer science. Kajane Joshua. Alan Matthew McCarthy, magna cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Brianna Gabrielle Plamper. Catherine May Gilliott. Chelsea Nicole Spencer. John Joseph Trika. Eric Taylor Serrano. The following degree candidate is participating in today's ceremony via live stream and receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Dimitri Ishmael Blackwood.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering and the College of Engineering please step forward as their names are called? They are led by Dr. Mark Thompson, head of the department.
Nafis Rashid Jigadar, cum laude. Ethan Cherian, magna cum laude. Sebastian Lee Wallace, cum laude. Bradley Joseph Krasinski. Zakiria Secret Nelson. Giovanna Zaremski, magna cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in electrical engineering. Victor Jevko Sorosky. Seth Patrick Hent, cum laude. Jacob Michelle Denai, cum laude. Jacob Michael Denai, sorry. Allison Margaret Hurley, summa cum laude. Erica Marie Townsend, summa cum laude. Garrett Landon Rapoon. Arash Avasti, cum laude. Yasmin Mord Shahi. Ryan Daniel Rubin, cum laude. Joshua Reed Tanky, also receiving a BS degree in computer engineering. James Victor Spangler, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Anthony Eldorado Ramsey, Jr. Amanda Lynn Ralph, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Chance Devin Gettel. Evan Anthony Leibowitz, magna cum laude. Jared Martin Torrey. Daniel Miguel Barrias, magna cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Jeremy Michael Gooch, magna cum laude. Mason Richard House, cum laude. John Husaki. Bradley James Bailey, magna cum laude. Glenn Anthony Hartle. Catherine Louise Cecil, magna cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Sean Peter Barletta. Bailey Michael Romo, cum laude. Aaron Scott Wolfus. Bradley Logan Henry. Daisy Marie Mora. Anthony Michael McKinder, magna cum laude. Christopher Ray Smith. Mercedes Marie Burgess. Abigail Laura Lund, cum laude. Dan Richard Hergenrader, Jr. Matthew John Cooley, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Anthony Joseph Weppel. Michael Evan McCarty, summa cum laude. The following degree candidates are participating in today's ceremony via live stream and are receiving Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Brendan Scott Beaver, Nicole Marie Niswanger.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Applied Biology, Biochemistry, Chemistry, and Chemical Engineering in the College of Science and Liberal Arts please step forward as their names are called? They are led by Dr. Stacy Seeley, Department Head.
Sarut Dillon. Nicholas David Operti. Alexandra Marie Yorks. Michael William Mulrooney, cum laude. Abigail Marie Howell, summa cum laude. Morgan Lee Ostrom. Natalie D. Weber, cum laude. Jessica Erin Carsley. Matthew Ryan Moore, magna cum laude. Kyle Lawrence Geck. Talon Faculak. Jordan Stacy Boyd. Samuel Albert Silva. Alexis Siobhan Brissett. Jonathan Kendall Webster, cum laude. Akil Sandur. Austin Pacala, magna cum laude. Angela Ghanem, cum laude. Antonia Shani Chin, magna cum laude. Kanisha Knowles, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ann Moore.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Computer Science in the College of Science and Liberal Arts please step forward as their names are called? They are led by Dr. Mike Farmer, head of the department.
Kaylee Ann Moore, magna cum laude. Evan Connor Casey. Noah Michael Cousin. Dominique Quiton de Maria, also receiving a BS degree in computer engineering. James Michael Sabirski. Nathaniel Lauren Schley. Bradley Michael Gardner, summa cum laude. Justin Parker Evans, cum laude. Marcus Diggard. Nathaniel Grant Harder, cum laude. Hunter John Ilatalo, magna cum laude. Cole Alexander Shar. Zachary Todd Mosley, cum laude. Philip Fong Nguyen, magna cum laude. Christopher Alex Abel. Cameron Anthony Craik. Jordan Aaron Marlowe. Jacob Carl Wagner. Kyle William Heastand. Alexander Christian Hutton Rohrig. Alex Nicholas Irwin, cum laude. Nicholas Daniel Schmidt. Jeffrey Ryan Seja, magna cum laude. Corey Michael Ness, magna cum laude. Manning Zhao, magna cum laude. Mitchell Alexander Athaide. Tyler Matthew Moore. Bradley Edward Nemick. Shane Thomas Combs. Jason Michael Miller. Caroline Elizabeth Kneebone. The following degree candidates are participating in today's ceremony via live stream and are receiving Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Garrett J. Imick, cum laude. Tung Tan Pham. Shayna M. Sand, summa cum laude. Joseph M. Yu.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Physics and the College of Science and Liberal Arts please step forward as their names are called? They are led by Dr. Daniel Ludvigson, head of the department.
Alexandria Ray Mead. David Richard Fletcher. Wyatt Charles Eberlin, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Raymond James Selinsky, magna cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in applied mathematics. Darby Margaret Thomason. Ruth Ashley Willett, summa cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Janora Ann Crampton, magna cum laude. Cale Joseph Gray, also receiving a BS degree in electrical engineering. Rose Ellen Anna Leisure. Oh. Rose Ellen Anna Leisure, cum laude. Jackson Bernard Hicks. The following degree candidate is participating in today's ceremony via live stream and is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Engineering Physics. Vincent Anthony Morrow.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Mathematics in the College of Science and Liberal Arts please step forward as their names are called?
Madison May Becker, cum laude. Pietro Pellerito, honors program, summa cum laude.
Will the degree candidates from the Department of Business and the School of Management please step forward as their names are called? They are led by John Grether, faculty member in the department.
Brennan Matthew Gleason, magna cum laude, also receiving a BS degree in mechanical engineering. Brooklyn Marie Crowder, cum laude. Maddie M. Stewart. Andrew Russo, cum laude. Justin Thomas Singh, magna cum laude. President McMahon, all candidates for undergraduate degrees have now been presented.
Congratulations, class of 2021. What an amazing group of young men and women. And I think it's going to be at least a week before I get feeling in this hand again. As this is commencement, this is also my last opportunity to talk to you as students and to share a bit of my hopes and dreams and desires for you as you leave the university today. First, let me offer you again my congratulations to those who have been here and to those who have been there with you along the way, to your parents, to your family, and to your friends. I, as the parents of two sons who graduated earlier today, doubly appreciate this day, what it means, and congratulate you too on reaching it. The commencement we held this morning and this commencement are our first commencements in Atwood in many, many years. Since 1961, in fact. So other than living through history in the making over the past year, in this way, you've also been a class of first today. First in Atwood, and first to graduate on Juneteenth, our new federal holiday. I thank all those who worked so hard to pivot successfully to this venue and make today's celebrations possible. Right up to the beginning of the ceremony, we were still having to navigate weather and even ever-changing state and local edicts. So in this end, I hope we got today mostly right. And if we didn't, I'm sure I'll hear about it aplenty on social. Commencement is my favorite day. It truly is in the life of the university, and perhaps our most treasured tradition. I know many of my colleagues share this sentiment. When we were getting ready for the ceremony today, we were all very excited and energized by being here to celebrate this day with you. Because commencement is a celebration of accomplishment, a celebration of achievement, and a making of an important milestone in your lives. It is a time of both looking forward and reflecting on the past. It is a time of beginning and of parting, of leaving one's place and phase of life, and of expectations, and of beginning new adventures. It is also a time of great pride, where I have the chance to express to you, on behalf of all of the faculty and staff and the alumni, in fact, on behalf of all members of the Kettering University community, our admiration for what you have accomplished. Sitting in this place, we feel the full measure of the import of what is now our common history. This great university was erected by visionary men and women who understood long before many and long before it was in vogue the demands of the technological century in which we now live. These are the people who laid the foundations upon which your achievements today rest, and upon which we must all strive to build. It is a humbling past, an ennobling past, and it is also a significant past. Indeed, the history of this university constitutes an enduring, unique, and remarkable legacy that has been entrusted to all of us by those who came before us, and it is a legacy of which you're now a part. Today, we also celebrate with joy your journey to this day, indeed this very moment. And although you have earned degrees spanning many disciplines, and you follow individual stars that will take you in many different directions, you share in common the accomplishment of having succeeded at some of the most demanding and some of the most rigorous programs of study in our country. Today in particular, though, we also celebrate your resilience, for you have accomplished this feat while also navigating the ravages, disruptions, and restrictions of a global crisis. You now know what it feels like to live in real time through history in the making. And while we have done this together, and ultimately we have done this successfully, through the struggle and the loss we have experienced, we have also come to appreciate more dearly the truly important things in our life. Through these disruptions, you have had time to reflect and to figure out what you really believe and what you really value. You have also seen that heroes exist all around us, not just in films or history books. You have witnessed and even committed acts of bravery and sacrifice. You have had to assess and manage risk and the consequences of the risks that you take on those who are precious around you. This latter point is important because taking considered risk and actively managing that risk is a critical component of creation and innovation and progress. As a university community, we have done this and done it well over the past year. We were among the earliest universities to resume face-to-face instruction and one of the most successful in the country at managing the challenges we faced, even though we were located in one of the most deeply impacted areas of the country. We were able to be successful and to work to help those in our community to ultimately be so as well, because with how we came together as a community to define and then manage and assess the risks of our actions in the face of rapidly evolving challenges. We didn't shrink from those challenges or play it perfectly safe, because there really is no such thing as perfectly safe. We made hard choices sometimes, and sometimes unpopular ones. We managed conflicting guidance, but we did not abdicate responsibility to others. We led as a community. Through all of this, what we also always did, though, is live our values in how we responded to the crises we faced, and try always to model the respect for our community that is implicit in those values. That is one of the reasons why, for example, that our faculty and our staff work so hard and so many long hours to help make it possible for you to stay on schedule to this day. For all of this experience, and even though you may not recognize it fully now, you are even stronger than you were before it. You are even better prepared to live lives of impact and influence than you were a year ago. Recognizing all of this, we send you forth from this place with an enhanced sense of wonder at your accomplishments. Here you have acquired an outstanding education. It has not been a gift. You have worked hard for it. Yours is now the responsibility to use that education and to use it well. Leave the world a more interesting place for you being here, and leave it a better place. You may be intensely proud of being a graduate of Kettering University. Always keep it in your heart that Kettering is yours for life, and you are part of Kettering for life. You forever remain a part of the very fabric of who we are. That is something that time and distance cannot change. I've gotten to know many of you well, so days like today, days of endings and new beginnings, are bittersweet by their very nature. I will miss seeing you regularly in the hallways or even in the Zoom Brady Bunch box meetings. But I do very much look forward to getting to know all of you again as alumni of the university. I wish for you good health, prosperity, contentment, and self-fulfillment. Godspeed and congratulations, graduates. At this time, I would like to ask all of the graduates to please rise and stay standing. It is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you on your achievement and to ask that you now move your tassels from the right to the left. Will the audience please join me in congratulating our newest graduates? Now don't sit down just yet, because graduates, before we conclude, I would like to recognize some very important guests who are with us today. It is a wonderful truth of life that without the help of many, there's no way that you would be here on this glorious day. We each owe great debts to those who have touched and enriched our lives. Edith Wharton once said, there are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Today, as we bask in the glow of your candle, it is also important that you and that we recognize the many mirrors in your life. Would the following members of the audience please stand and remain standing as I recognize you. The parents and guardians of our graduates. And graduates, please feel free to turn around. The spouses and children of our graduates. The grandparents and other family members of our graduates. Special friends of our graduates. Graduates, while you are standing and facing the audience, I invite you to turn towards, well, you already turned, to those who have touched your lives and show your appreciation to them for their love, support, and investment in their future. You may be seated. I would like to thank all of the offices and individuals who had a part in making this ceremony a very special occasion for all of us. At the conclusion of the ceremony, all graduates can return to a check-in location to pick up their commemorative gift from the KGMI Alumni Association. Thanks to all who have joined us today in sharing this momentous occasion in the life of our university. Please remain in your seats until the academic procession and the graduates have filed out. The 113th Kettering University Commencement Ceremony is now concluded. Congratulations, graduates.